The fates of Axton and Salvador were two of the biggest questions for those coming out of Borderlands 3, and I can't really blame them. On my first playthrough of Borderlands 2, I actually played as Axton, who became one of my favorite characters, and to know he just was completely absent from Borderlands 3 altogether was a little not great, but at long last, the fates of both Axton and Salvador have been determined. In the newest DLC for Borderlands 3, Arms Race, we have gotten our answer.
Great decision! Hey there, I'm Axton.
And I'm Salvador.
And together, we're the expert hosts of Arms Race, the new hit cooperative reality murder show.
That's right, Axton and Salvador have laid down their weapons and have become announcers for the newest game show on the EchoNet, Arms Race. And probably the biggest question you might have is why? Why would they give up their vault hunting ways to host an EchoCast show? What changed? And, well, your guess is honestly as good as mine, but there are some things to consider about Axton Salvador and their reputations following the conclusion of Borderlands 2. Handsome Jack was one of the most feared and most notable people within the corporate world. He gambled on Pandora and transformed Hyperion into the most dominant corp in the Borderlands. MacLeod, Pangolin, Vladov, Dahl, and the rest simply couldn't compete. They were no match for Jack and Hyperion on any front whatsoever. So imagine their shock, the shock of the universe in fact, when Jack was killed and Hyperion was toppled by a group of ragtag vault hunters. Imagine the type of reputation those vault hunters would have inside and out of corporate space. To kill someone like Jack, to destroy his empire, you'd be famous. People will know, perhaps even celebrate your names and deeds. Overnight, you'd become a symbol of badassery to all of the Borderlands. And as we know, with fame comes status. With fame comes fans. With fame comes comfort. But with fame comes corporate interest. You see, if you were a conglomerate like Dahl or MacLeod, you would want to stick your hands in the pockets of these vault hunters to milk that fame for yourselves. And what better way to mooch than offer those who did the impossible a job where they are front and center for the entire EchoNet. And that is exactly what happened. In cooperation with Dahl, a previously unknown company, Participant Identified recruited both Axton and Salvador to commentate over the Arms Race, as they are two of the most notorious vault hunters in the entire universe. And let me just say, I've done a few arms races myself, and man, how far Salvador and Axton have fallen. Ever since Borderlands 2, they now have like advisory agents, safety precautions, new U premiums, serious crippling debt, not to mention that Axton himself has become some sort of a sex symbol with body pillows, half-naked stickers. It just goes to show you, fame, it's one hell of a drug. And to be honest, what Salvador and Axton have become, it kind of puts their absence from guns, love, and tentacles into perspective. After killing Jack, Sal and Axe became far too important and prominent to hang with the lesser vault hunters. Hell, Salvador even came, built up a bar tab, and then left. And I mean, how the mighty have fallen. And before we end, I should mention it for those unhappy with their fates. Before you go on and say this type of use doesn't necessarily fit neither the characters of Axton or Salvador, need I remind you that during Borderlands 2, Axton was originally described as a gun-loving glory hound, and Salvador was raised off of carnage and destruction. So whether we like it or not, it does in fact fit. But really, if there is any one lesson to take away from the Arms Race, don't give in to fame. Be like Zero, be like Gage, be like Lilith, Brick, and Mordecai, and don't go for the glory. Revel in it, but do not embrace it, lest you want to end up hosting a game show on the EchoNet. If you have any questions or comments about this video, Borderlands, or its lore, you can leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to read each and every one of them. Thanks for watching.